This is a Hot Pie Media original.
At the Denver airport, which is a whole bizarre place by itself, right? First of all, I think it's in Kansas. Feels like it's 2 hours away from anywhere. And it has these peak, you fly into Denver, has the Denver International, has those little peak things. It's a nightmare to get around. They held a job fair over the weekend. I mean, this whole economic great resignation is fascinating. It's maddening if you try to buy anything, get a service. I mean, anything going on right now, it is maddening. But it is bizarre. It's really bizarre, all the ingredients. And no, it's not about unemployment. I thought it was. I assumed it was going to be unemployment benefits. I think the assumption was pretty simple. We wanted it to be black and white. But this thing is so confusing. You keep seeing now researchers saying, where did everyone go? Good question. Where did everyone go? And it's almost as if we are an economy, not almost, it's an economy where we're the victims as consumers of our own prosperity. A lot of people took off because they can. Played the market well, they can. COVID taught people, the pandemic taught people, I'll figure out something else. And you have. It's admirable and maddening at the same time. Follow this. Denver International Airport. I don't know. Working at an airport seems like a nightmare to me. It really does. I hate airports. I'm in airports not as much as I used to be, but was in and out of airports all weekend. And it feels dirty, man. I don't know how pilots do it. I don't know how you stay fit if you spend a lot of your time in airports, because it is work to find healthy food. It's real work. And sometimes it's even impossible. So it's just frustrating to me. And I know this. It's hard outside of Austin and a couple other places to find a decent glass of wine. But they held a job fair, and the goal was to have 5,000 prospects at the job fair. Okay? I mean, for all the talk about unemployment, oh my gosh, unemployment, shut up. 5,000 job openings of every kind at the airport. I mean, I don't know if TSA is a good gig or not. I would never want to put on those gloves. But I'm enough of an expert being searched, I could do it. I know TSA, I can handle it. I've been searched and probed every which way. 5,000 job applicants. They had 100 people show up. They had 100. Tell me we need jobs? I mean, I don't know what. Denver International Airport held a job fair this weekend, hoping to see 5,000 prospective hires. 100 people showed up. Boy, what if you're one of the 100 you didn't get the job? You suck. Man, you are a loser. And I got all these booths. All of you are hiring. Entire auditorium is yours, buddy. All right, here I go. What have you left? Hun, did you get the job? Damn it, no. I got turned down. Wait, I got 5,000. There's 4,900 openings, Dad. You couldn't get anything? Nah, they wouldn't hire me. I mean, you'd have to be a serial killer not to get hired at this job fair. Hell, I think if you're a serial killer, you get hired. So they had 100 people show up. Yikes. We had a very lofty goal to see 5,000 people show up today. Denver Concessionaires Association President Dennis DeLongchamp, who helped organize the event. Poor Dennis. Man, imagine looking out there and go, where's everybody? Look, that's it. Those are our prospects? Oh, no. The job fair was intended to help fill 1,000 openings at the airport. They have 1,000 openings at the airport, and 100 people showed up. These openings also need to be filled sooner rather than later, as concessions will return to normal operating hours starting November 1st. Airports are busy. I don't know who you are, where you are. You go and it is packed. Everywhere is packed. Everywhere is crowded. Demand is out of control. Consumer demand is out of control. We just can't find anybody to work the cash register. We can't find anybody, I don't know, pick up the bags, anything. 100 people show up. Okay? Point number one. Popeyes, 40% of 40% of Popeyes restaurants have closed their dining rooms. Now, this is another fascinating thing about the pandemic because, we have changed our habits and are they ingrained? In other words, are going back in a Popeyes. I'm not exactly the Popeyes customer, but whatever. Going back inside of a Popeyes is not even on your radar anymore, is it? So think how difficult this is for businesses to completely reinvent their structures. Or do they just risk it and say, we got to wait this out? Sooner or later, they're going to come back in and get the waffle fries or whatever, chicken leg on a stick. But this is fascinating to me, too, that the consumers have moved and pivoted and changed so quickly without any real punishment whatsoever. And businesses are left completely scrambling. It's an amazing thing. And it would suck. If I was in the restaurant business, it would just suck. I mean, what a nightmare. It's a nightmare for customers. Service, by and large, is awful. Almost 40% of Popeyes' 3,400 U.S. restaurants have closed their dining rooms to cope with the labor shortage. Well, yeah. Wait. You can't, no one's going to Popeyes either? The CEO of the parent company, Restaurant Brands International, Jose Seals, said this in an earnings call. He says, we saw the labor shortage in the context of reduced operating hours and service modes, especially around late night. Yeah, so they're shutting the stores and they're just shutting the interior. So, I mean, think about reinventing space. That's what should happen out of this, right? So if you have 4,000 Popeye stores or 4,000 whatever store, it just needs to be a little tiny thing. No seats inside, no tables. Right? I mean, when do we see consumers change? So, one, they can't find anybody to work. Two, the double whammy is you're not going back inside the restaurant. So they got to change the structure. So how do you pivot? Do you hope that it all comes back and people start going back inside the restaurant and people come back and take the jobs? Or do you say, you know what, this is the new normal. One, we can't fill these jobs. They're off doing something else they'd rather do. Two, let's just bet that no one's ever coming back in here again, and let's just have drive-thrus. And what are we going to do with the space? I don't know. What do you do with all the space? What do you do with all the bricks? What do you do with stores? I mean, if you're Popeyes, you have 4,000 stores. You've closed the dining room to 40% of them. So half of them have to be different looking structures, correct? 5 years from now, even 3 years from now, I don't know how quickly they can pivot. So 3 years from now, if you talk about a Popeyes or Chick-fil-A or whatever, are most of them just like a small little drive-through? I mean, there's a kitchen. Then you got somebody out front with the headphones on, sweating, if you can find somebody, sweating like crazy. I don't know why you have to be out there, by the way. I mean, I don't know why you have to stand out in the heat. I can talk into that thing. It's not that hard. Waffle fries, I'll tell that. I don't have to tell you waffle fries. I'll just tell that thing. But are you going to have these structures anymore? That's what's fascinating to me is the real estate world of today, of 3 years from now. What's it like? I mean, everybody has to pivot. Everybody will learn and everybody will adapt. So does the Popeye story. I don't know what the airport does. I don't know. I mean, you guys are screwed. It's going to take forever to get through there. Good luck to anyone renting a car, by the way. That is from hell. Hell. Okay? But you go to a restaurant again, are you just always going to be driving and then that's what they're going to do going forward? Are they going to wait around, close the store, say we don't have enough people, we got a bunch of space, and we'll just wait for everyone to come back in the store? I mean, think about that. Think about what a giant business predicament and real estate predicament this is for these companies. Because we've already decided. I mean, we're going to do what we're going to do. Consumers drive everything. Okay? This is a bizarre problem, but this is the way it is. So Popeyes either says, we're going to wait, sooner or later they'll come back in, or that's it, we're cutting 40%, whittle these things down into a drive-through, a kiosk, and a kitchen, and we're done.
John McClellan is the co-founder and creator of ATX Hot Sauce in all 50 states, now in several retail outlets as well. So we're going to turn it over to the social media rock chef superstar, and we're going to walk through a few sauces and why you should buy. We've done beet heat, so we're second in line now for the tasting. Don't forget, everyone, go to atxhotsauce.com. So here we go.
All right, so this one is our smoked habanero 5-pepper. We smoke habaneros with ancho, pasilla.
Is that going to hurt?
This one? No,
Yeah.
This one's actually really, really good.
Okay.
This is like your traditional tapatilla, but without the vinegar in it, right? And because of that fermentation process that we've talked about all the time. This one is great on sandwiches, pizzas, things like that. Great on hot wings. I think you're going to really like this one too, especially the smoky flavor with the adobe chipotle and the smoked habaneros. We actually smoked the habaneros before we.
Does that go with the cab?
This would not go with the cab. This would go with the great Chenin Blanc, though.
I knew you were gonna. I teed you up with that one.
Yeah, yeah.
That is good.
That's good. Isn't that good? It's just classic take. Well, it's a new take on a classic item. It's called smoked habanero 5-pepper.
All right, don't forget
One of my
ATX.
favorites.
Don't forget atxhotsauce.com.
I'll go here. You know what economists would say? Not scummy politicians. Economists. This whole thing about where is everyone? We can't fill the jobs. Can't fill the jobs. Can't fill the jobs. I mean, it doesn't. You don't even need a PhD to come up with an answer for this one. We need workers. Need workers. It's so. Think about the last few years. The narrative in this country has been they, in all caps, they are taking your job. That's been the popular political play of the day. No, we need someone to take the job. That's the reality. Need more immigrants. I say it. I'll say it. What is your other answer? What? But America, they're taking our jobs. No one's taking the job. Take a look at the Denver Airport job fair. There's your answer. They need more immigrants. That is an economic solution to the labor shortage. You got another one? Let's hear it. I don't hear R's or D's offering up another solution. I'll bet you the business owners would say, I need more people. I need more people. And I don't care where they come from. I need employees. Somebody should just say it. Fine, we can't do it because the political world we live in is unmanageable, but somebody, Joe, I don't think can put two sentences together, so I don't think he could pull this off. Somebody right now, not that it would work, okay, there's too many stupid haters, but somebody with some economic common sense would say, we need to find a way to fast track immigrants. That would be met with absolute, we'd have another riot. But ask the Denver airport how it's working out for them. No one's taking your job. No one's taking the job is the issue. And it has a solution. I mean, it does. There's a solution to this. More people, more people, more people. I don't know if there's another one. Let's hear it. I haven't heard anybody offer it up. I just hear a lot of complaining.
From the Hot Pie Media Studios in Austin, Texas, it's the Jeff Ward Show. Listen at jeffwardshow.com.